just a quick bio on myself. I was a teacher and coach. Most of you already know me. I had the experience of being downsized or two companies merging together and all different situations 3 times in my career as vice president of sales, publishing companies. And I started investing in real estate really back in the 80s when I lived in Michigan, and then kind of put that on hold when I was pursuing my career in educational publishing. And I really, in 2008, got back serious about it again and been investing ever since. I've completed about 100 deals. If you count all the wholesale deals and so forth. You lose track out of a while, and everyone's always asking me for a number. So about 100, I think, is the best that I can do as far as being accurate. If you want information, there's my email, there's my email address, there's my phone number, that's my cell number. I always say this, that I have my cell this close to me when I sleep. So if you can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning and decide you want to text me, now we both can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, and I also say, try to do it during business hours, 8 to 8, right, Michelle?
Yes.
Not everyone gets
Not at 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm a real estate investor, so I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning anymore. So anyway, that's just a little bit of information on myself. This is what the house looked like when we bought it. From the outside, you see it was red and red brick around here. We painted that. One of the reasons for the decision to do that, by doing it all the same color, it actually looks larger from the outside. It's a lot bigger on the inside. Everybody said it at the outside. When you have 2 different colors, it makes it look smaller. When it's all one color and flow, and that's true of a room, it's true of a bathroom, the colors break it up. So anyway, that's one thing that we do. We're actually going to do some things with the stone as well, making it a little bit different. So this is the, I started down in the basement, I didn't know where I started. This is the basement floor plan. You come down there, the bathroom, we're pretty much keeping it as is, but we're extending it out, making it larger. We created a laundry room over here. There's a room over here, it's not a bedroom, it's not even going to have a door on it, or a doorway, or a door frame. You cannot have bedrooms, obviously without a legal egress window for one thing. And in Evergreen Park, they make you sign an affidavit stating that you're not putting any bedrooms in the basement. So we're being very clear that that's not a bedroom. Over here is the fireplace. It's not in the drawing. We knocked down these walls to open the whole thing up. So when you walk down, you can look all the way across. The cabinets that you see over there, most of those are cabinets for the wet bar. There's going to be a wet bar over here. So when you come down the stairs, your eyes will go directly across. You'll see the fireplace here and a nice wet bar. If you looked at the tile, we've got the tile outlined with a dark tile around the light tile. It's got like a little square like right here. That's where the wet bar is going to be. So there'll be like a foot of tile, dark tile, a foot of light tile, and then the wet bar. And it's going to be the same color cabinets as that are up here. So it's going to be, kitchen quality cabinets down there in the wet bar. This is this main floor, and I just want to point out how this is different. You've got the, oh wait, I'm sorry, strike that. This, I didn't even know we had this slide. Forgot I put this in. This is the basement when it's done. So that's that room we're creating. There's the laundry room, extend, you can't see it very well what that is, that bathroom extended out. There's the wet bar over here, okay? All right, so this is the upstairs. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is this floor, okay? So you walk in here, see what it had? It used to have a door over here. This was a doorway, then there was a little hallway, then there was a bathroom on that side. That door was out there, we opened that all up. So what we wanted to do, and we talked about this briefly a little while ago with some of you, is that we try to get a master bedroom and bathroom in every one of our projects, because these older homes do not have them. And that's, my little niche to accomplish is people that want a new home in an area that there's not building new homes, right? So they want the new home amenities and the perks of a new home, but it's in an older home in an older established neighborhood. So the decision was where to put the master bedroom. Here was one idea. Back there was the other idea, which was what we went with, or upstairs, knocking out 2 of the bedrooms and creating a master upstairs. We decided to go the master there. It's got the privacy of the kids are upstairs. They got their own little sanctuary down there in the master, and I think it worked out really well. There was a wall here. We knocked out this wall. The challenge was that there was no hardwood here. We wanted to save all the hardwood floors, so there was some bad spots on the hardwood over here anyway. So to be creative and make an ouch factor into a wow factor, the ouch factor was, wow, we got this this floor, what are we gonna do with this? Because they're running this way, the floor, the hardwood floor is running this way. You can't really tie those in and make them look good without almost redoing the whole thing, because you can't just have a seam like this. So to make a wow factor and to, you know, subtract the ouch factor is, I measured the distance from here to here, and from here, this where we created the master closet here, and we went, I believe it's 7 feet and 7 feet. That created about 4 feet in the center. So we had the floors run this way now, so it looks like it's a design. Looks like, well, the floors, that's cool how they're designed in opposite directions. It's actually was to get rid of a problem that we had, and it created a wow factor. Look at the master bathroom. I'll show you some pictures, or it's now the master. I'll show you some pictures. What it was is you used to walk in, enter right around that corner, there was that doorway, and this was a doorway. You could come into this room. We're standing in this bedroom right here. This was a bedroom, or you could go this way. This was a bedroom, and the wall was up. And then this was the bathroom, this just little area right here, and it's very tight. I'll show you some pictures of that. I think you'll have an appreciation for that. So this is the new design, obviously, with the master. The master looks a lot bigger than what it did before, even though this width is the same. We did gain this from the hallway area, but this is the same width, but it looks a lot bigger because we put everything around the outside perimeter of the bathroom instead of across from each other. So that was important. And if you had the question about the design, I basically come up with design working with an architect. So usually walk through the property with an architect. Here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? Here's my idea. Do you have another idea for this? And then we look at a couple options, and then we decide on what we're going to do. This whole thing is obviously the master closet. This was a closet anyway. You can see that it's a small closet. We're just going to keep it like that, a small closet. I always tell people this will be the man's closet. This will be the wife's closet right here. So it will work out. It's fine. So we were going to do an island and not over here, but when I started to order the cabinets, it wasn't until I started ordering the cabinets that I realized there was hardly any overhead cabinet space, because we only had a small amount right here, a small amount here, and that was it. No other overhead cabinet space. So I decided to go different direction and do this full wall pantry over here with the refrigerator. So we changed the floor plan of this after being in there. We still thought maybe we could do a small island, but it's just, and I actually have the cabinets for a small island, but it's not going to be enough room in there. So we changed that after, and then sometimes you can do it, you can visualize it, you can see it in pictures, you can see it drawing, and until you get it in place, it's like, oh no, that's not going to work. So that's being flexible there. This is the upstairs. Didn't do a lot of change, except for this is probably the most dramatic changes. That bathroom was small. The toilet is right here, and the bathtub is right here. I mean, it's like 6 inches apart from each other, maybe less. So what we did was, there was a closet over here to this bedroom. I had them wall that off, or take out that wall, I should say, and wall this off. And that closet now is part of the bathroom space, and if you look up there, there's a toilet sitting in there. That was the closet for this room. So now it made that bathroom bigger. We take the closet out here, and now we can put in a double vanity sink. Thought that was important, because if you have 4 bedrooms up there, you might have 4 kids. You might have more than 4 kids. And they're sharing one sink, a line to brush their teeth and be out in the hallway, right? So we've got a double vanity sink in there now, and then the toilet is over here. So now we eliminated this closet space. We then took the closet space from over here and turned it this direction. So there's the closet space. This was a furnace room that was open to the bedroom, which I'm sure is not to code. So we closed off that wall, and then the entrance to the closet is here, or to the furnace is there off of the hallway. And then this was a common closet in the hallway. We then closed this off and made it a walk-in closet for this bedroom. So probably the oldest child will probably get dibs on the bedroom with the walk-in closet. And then here we pretty much were able to keep these 2 rooms the same. That'll all be carpet up there. Normally we do that on the 2nd story, do it all carpet, and do hardwood floors on the main floor, and ceramic tiles on the main floor. Yeah, that's just the new configuration with the toilet there. It's hard to read, so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this was right there. This was the old carpet. On top of it, there's the fireplace. I may do something, I mentioned just a few people, we actually may paint that and make it pop. But I'll see it against the hardwood floors to see if we need to change that. You can see this is the door. This is where the doorway is right now. Where Dave's sitting, that's right there. We had to open that up, and we did the French doors. We stained it exactly the same color as the The floors, don't worry about this stuff in here. That's, you know, that's plastic on the window, so they'll just pull that out, the glass, and put the door handles on, and that'll be all set. See, this is the door that went to the bathroom, to the hallway. This is looking at towards the kitchen. We knocked out that wall. This was the entrance to the kitchen. Now we knocked out this whole wall, and obviously put a beam across the top of this, and opened that up and created that little bar area. So we'll have chairs here for the bar.
Are those vents for, was it radiator?
Good catch, yes, I was just about to say
Because I
that.
noticed
So it
that-
had radiator here and gas upstairs, which
They
was
did?
crazy, yeah, that they did that. And I don't know if that, maybe because that was an addition later on, and then at that time, well, let's just put our whole furnace system. Yeah, it had a boiler in the basement, radiators in this floor, we had to redo all of that. We're changing out a lot. What's great now about furnaces, the high efficiency furnace, they don't have to be at the chimney. You don't have to tie them into your chimney. They can just go right out. They're actually out the back. So this is dual furnaces and AC units. So we got the separate control thermostat for upstairs and separate from down here. So the lower and upper level dual. A house this size, it's good to have that. It's a great feature. There's the kitchen looking out. Again, that's all eliminated now. See, it didn't have hardwood floors. If it would have, we would have just continued the hardwood floors in the kitchen, then we would go on with white cabinets and black countertops like we do on our projects.
Randy, you added a window here as well.
No, that was there. Yeah,
Both of them?
yeah.
I didn't see the window.
So there's the kitchen window, and then there's that window.
Oh, okay, I see.
So we open the door now, you know, open this up now. So yeah, this is the dining room window that's still there. We changed all the windows, so it's all new windows in here. Yeah. Okay, this is the, this is where we're, right here. This is this room. Okay. You can see they did have the floors exposed, so we saw that the hardwood floors would be nice. Okay, there's the bathroom. That's now the master bathroom. You know how big it looks now with everything around the outside? Look at, that's the same width. We did not change the width of that bathroom. But now you enter in, number one, with a pocket door. So that's the other thing. Not only is it convenient when you buy the house with a pocket door, it shows a lot better. Because if that master bathroom does not have a pocket door, you brokers know, you walk in, oh, look at the master. Well, the door is kind of covering half of the master. Well, look at the master. It's still covering a little bit, right? So it's always going to be kind of a distraction with a pocket door. You walk in and it's like open, right? It's like, you know, big, open, wide area. So look how close that was. And now it doesn't look like it's anywhere like that. Because now the bathtub is over here under the window, and we got the vanity over here, and we got the shower in the corner, and then we have the toilet over here. So there's nothing on both sides of the walls.
Randy, what's a pocket door?
You know, where they slide in.
Okay,
Yeah, it'd be like,
okay.
yeah, so the slides in,
Slides,
you can
okay.
see it, you know, they're all open right now, but you can see it's like, also we got a pocket door for the master, to go into the master is a pocket door, to go into the master closet is a pocket door. So again, not only is it convenient, because I had a house that had all kinds of pocket doors in it, and I never realized how great it was until I moved out of there, and like, where's all my pocket doors? And because every room looks bigger. We were actually gonna do a pocket door here, instead of French doors, we were gonna do a double pocket door, but we had to get the furnace venting. We didn't have enough room in that wall, in both walls to do it with the furnace and electrical. So that's the little half bath right off the kitchen. Okay, so that we didn't really, other than update everything, but we didn't have to move any walls or anything. That is now the master closet. This part of it is now the master closet. This part of it is now the master bedroom. So when we took this out, it did have hardwood underneath it. That was carpet. It did have hardwood, but that where the wall was, that's where there was a gap in the hardwood that we had to come up with a solution. There's a pocket door here now, so this wall is closed off, and there's a pocket door for the privacy into the master bedroom, this wall being gone. This is the line that we started the walk-in closet, master closet, it's all right there. The stairs will be carpeted when we go up, and we can see that you're doing the railing. I don't know if when you went up there, if you saw. So the wood is stained the same color as these floors on the wood railing, and then also we're doing the spindles are all wrought iron spindles with 3 different designs in a sequence. And so this, you can go up here, you can see we've got, you know, tore this down, and you can see how nice that railing's going to be. So this is the upstairs bathroom. Look at that toilet. There's the bathtub, and there's the toilet, and there's the one sink. And they had a wall in here. I forgot about this little half wall in here. I guess it was for privacy, but it just made the space even smaller. So we took that toilet out, obviously, and put it around the corner. This is just a bedroom, it's not a lot there, other than taking them, changing closet configurations. All new windows up there. Here's the bathroom in the basement. This shower we're gonna be able to keep, but it had a light in there that was not to code. There was a light in the shower, but it wasn't a light designed for moisture or to be in a shower. So we're putting in 2 recessed lights that are designed to be in the shower, be in the moisture. So that's why that's dug out there. I would not have ever picked out or done this tile, but it was in such good shape that we're actually going to keep that and just try to repair it because we're a little over budget here anyway. So we're planning on keeping that. But with the house also updated, that might almost look like a retro. Oh, look at this retro shower, retro bathroom. Isn't that cool? It's so old, it's back in faux now, right? It's back in style. And of course the vanity we're going to get rid of and update the vanity and everything. That's what the bath base would look like before. Now when you walk in, here's the fireplace, you're going to look across and you're going to see the wet bar right there. This is all taken down, these walls are taken down, and then this one is going to be the other room that's there. And it had that big, thick, knotty pine paneling, which I was trying to save it for some, because it was this thick, it was in really good shape, except the bottom of it had gotten wet. So you see that whenever you look at a house and you see that, they had water in there. Oh, what we did down there is we put drain tile in the entire basement, so you should never get water down there. Water comes in the sides, goes into the drain tile, out into the sump pump pit, and then the sump pump kicks it out. So you should never have water down there. That's why, we're drywall and everything's gonna be nice down there. We put a lot of recessed lighting in. We try to put as much recessed lighting as possible. I'm a big believer in that, especially in the basement, to make the ceilings feel all the higher. So there's no light fixtures lower than the ceiling rafter side height. This is the wet bar design. I just ordered the appliances. We're even going to furnish it. I was going to, we don't have to put a refrigerator, but it's going to be really nicely finished. So this is what this is a big piece of granite. This is like 13 feet long almost. So this is going to be the wet bar down there with granite countertops and those cabinets, the same dark cabinets. Base cabinet here, the sink down there, and then a 30-inch stainless steel refrigerator. Okay, that's this project, and then I have just some quick pictures. I'll go through the last one that we flipped because you'll see a different color combination we use when the hardwood floors are. Any questions about this project? Okay. All right, this is just real quick. By the way, Michelle's a partner in this project. Her and her husband. They're also a partner in the one that we flipped in South Shore. This is the one in South Shore. That is Great LLC was the name of our LLC that we did that flip in. And then also Frank and Dawn are partners in the 2 projects as well. Well, they're not a partner in this one, but they are a partner on the 2 that we just got it under contract. Okay, so this is what it looked like before. Actually, this is from the tax records. When we bought it, it really kind of looked like that. It wasn't ivy growing all over, but this is what it looked like. This is the one that was only on the market for 7 days, a Georgian style home. We're doing one almost exactly like this home in Beverly, just about 7 blocks straight that way. 9205 South Bell Avenue. So it was a short sale. Took like,
A year?
took 9 months. Hey, how you doing?
Sorry, I didn't know you guys were here. I
Sorry.
thought you already left.
Took 9 months to get it to close on the purchase side. It was a complicated one. The parents had deceased, and then but they're still on the mortgage. And so anyway, your typical short sale that takes a long time. This is the kitchen. There was a wall right here, so we opened that up, and this is what we do when we do white cabinets, and you can get another shots of the backsplash. That's that nice red kitchen they had. We took out this addition and put in a deck. I'll go through these real fast. These are new hardwood floors, but the upstairs we were able to salvage all the hardwood floors. You can see the fireplace, what we did there. This is stone all the way across the top. We painted that. We probably would have painted it black. The contractor did it without checking with me, but that's fine. It looked like it was like this before. It looked like. Did this nice crown molding, and the molding above the windows made it really look like it was original. It wasn't original, but it looked like it was, like a 100-year-old house. We knocked this out. We opened this wall up a little bit more. We have more room in here. We turned this around. This was an upstairs bathroom. We took an upstairs bathroom, a hallway, and a little closet and made 2 baths out of that. So we made a master out of that. There's the master coming in from one of the bedrooms. And then here, oh, this is the half bath downstairs. And then here is one we took basically a closet and a hallway. And this is one of the showers with the rounded. It's rounded, so it's really very space efficient. This is rounded. So this is like 5 feet by 5. I mean, it's like 5 by 5 and a very good functional bathroom. But we needed this in order to do a master because there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. And if we made that 1 bathroom into a master, what are those 2 people going to do? Go all the way into the basement to take a shower? We do have a shower in the basement, but anyway, we reconfigured this. I won't go through the details on this, but those are the original hardwood floors with the dark stain. A little bit, this is a little bit darker than that one, just a little bit. That was dark walnut. This is called espresso. This is the basement. Before and after, we did the same thing with drain tile down there. That's a shower. Can't see what the shower's around that little corner, which is kind of cool. There's the basement. Downstairs will pretty much be like this. We try to use pretty much the same colors on the project. You see the recessed lighting, so you don't have any light, so the ceilings look even higher. There's the laundry room. Okay, I want to talk about funding, how we fund most of our projects, a couple different combinations. This is what we call the equity partnership model, and a lot of our deals are funded this way. So we create an LLC, and the agreement with my equity partners is that they provide 100% of the funding. I provide, or my company, onlineowners.com Inc. I provide 100% of the expertise, the education, the background, the training, and the time to do the project, and then we split the profits 50-50. So that's an equity partnership model. You can do this at different percentages. I've done them before at different percentages, but this is how almost all my LLCs are set up. So the equity partner provides the money, I provide all the work, and then we split the profits 50-50. Keep in mind that my company, onlineowners.com, does not make a penny unless my investors or my equity partners make money. If they don't make money, I don't make money. So I did all the work, spent all the time, all the countless hours, all the time running here, running around, and they make no money if they don't make money. So when people say, oh, is that fair that they're bringing all the money? Hey, listen, if it doesn't make money, they get their money back, and I don't get my time back, all right? And I tell them that would be like buying a business. This is a great business model. How many other businesses you know that you can buy and have employees work for you, and they don't get paid unless you make money? And then it'd be like buying a Panera Bread and telling the employees, listen, I want you to work hard for me every single day, but I'm not going to pay you anything unless you make me money. Nobody would sign up for that, right? Well, I sign up for that. That's what I'm signed up for in these partnerships, is that I do all the work and don't get a dime unless I make you money, okay?
Now, under your part, you're also, that means you're retaining the contractors and...
Everything.
Okay.
Basically, I do everything. Now, some of the people on this side of the table are part of our training group, and I'm going to talk about our education group. Part of them are being trained by our group. So like Michelle and her husband, for example, when we first had our meetings, I said, listen, this is the partnership. You will not have to do anything if you don't want to, other than by law, you need to participate in major decisions like, hey, we got this offer, are we going to take it or we're not going to take it? You know, we're buying this property, are we going to buy it or are we not? But all the daily operations, all the other work is done by me. But however, since they want to learn as we do these flips, to maybe do it on their own or just take their, move their game up or create other partnerships, they can participate as much as they want. So it's kind of an open-ended invitation. If they want to run around and get stuff, they can do it. If they want to look at properties with me, which Michelle does and her husband does, if you want to do all that as a training, you can. But you don't have to do that to get paid on this deal. You're going to get 50% of the profit whether you do anything. That's all my job. That's all on me. Okay? But a lot of them, like I say, they're doing this as a learning experience and they're participating and helping as well. So as far as where did they get this money? Well, they either get it from savings. Some of them have insurance policies that have cash values. And where most of them do it is for retirement accounts. Many people don't know that you can take a previous 401k that you have from a previous employer, that can be converted to a self-directed IRA. And we teach people how to use self-directed IRAs. So you can do it legally, ethically, there's no tax consequences. So all the profit they make on the real estate deal goes back into the retirement account, tax deferred or tax free if they have a Roth. Okay, and we go into all the details about that. So that's how most of the money is raised for this. It's like if you could make, 15% in a 6-month flip, that's like 30% annualized. Which would you rather have, your retirement with Merrill Lynch earning maybe 10% at best case scenario, or 30% in a real estate project? So it's a matter of educating somebody, understanding how they can do it, what they can do, what they can't do. Okay, it's very important. Because there's things called, is anybody that familiar with self-directed retirement plans? Okay. So there's prohibited transactions and there's prohibited parties. And you've got to learn that information to make sure that you're not in violation. Otherwise, the person's retirement account is going to be penalized. It's going to be taxed and penalized and probably another legal penalty on top of that. So you can take someone's retirement account that you think you're doing a favor. If you don't know what you can do or how you can do it, you can jeopardize their retirement account. There could be a lot of penalties on that. So I know you don't want to do that, so that's why we teach people how to do that. By the way, one of the people that teach tax and legal strategies is going to be, I got a slide in it at the end if you're interested, Saturday at the Downers Grove office, we have a workshop, $50 for the entire day. It's actually a day and a half. Friday he teaches on QuickBooks, but on Saturday, that's the day I never miss, Saturday he teaches on legal and tax strategies. So depending on what type of real estate, people say, well, should I have an S-Corp or have an LLC? Well, it depends on a lot of factors. He goes and profiles exactly what type of situations you need an LLC in, what you need an S-Corp in, what the tax advantage is. He's an attorney, a CPA, a real estate investor, a best-selling author, a public speaker. He's phenomenal and very entertaining, very funny. One of the best presenters you'll ever see. So you think, oh, a full day of tax and legal strategy, wake me up when it's over. No, I mean, he will keep you engaged. He's funny. He's hilarious. The room will be so packed that we'll have outskirts rooms that will be piping in on a screen. If you don't get there like a half hour early, you may not get a seat in the actual presentation room. You might be at one of the other seats. So the best $50 you could ever spend, he also is going to show you how to legally, ethically pay children, grandchildren, and then as a result, their expenses are tax deductible because you're not paying them allowance anymore, you're not giving them money to the movies, you're paying them for working in your business, and then that becomes a business expense. Yeah,
I wanted to ask if there's a difference between this model and syndication, or if it's the same thing.
I'm not familiar with syndication. Are you talking about like a PPM, when you raise money through a PPM?
Yes.
Yes, there is difference.
What's the difference?
Differences. Well, the big thing is, well, first of all, cost. Okay.
You're raising money here, right?
Yeah. First of all, cost to start a PPM or do some type of syndication could cost you, like a PPM could probably cost you $15,000 to set that up. Okay. Legally, from your attorney to set that up. Okay. This, setting up an LLC in the state of Illinois is what, about $500 to file a fee? Okay. So, and I have a series LLC. So I have like 11 of these that I can fund and do flips in. Okay. And we're doing flips in most of them, but some of them we're doing buy and hold rental properties in. So one is just cost. The other thing is the legal aspect of it. Okay. You don't have to worry about accredited investors or anything like this. What you have to do is, though, you have to go with the guidelines of what's not a securities, what wouldn't have to be registered. So I usually ask this question, and I'm glad you asked yours, because now I'm going to fire one back. How many of these equity partners, if you're part of our training, don't say it, because I want the other people to think about it. How many of these equity partners can I have over here to fund this deal for me?
As much as you want.
It's a limited number, but I don't know the number.
What did you say?
It's a limited number.
Because you were here last week, right?
No, I was watching the videos.
Oh, good. Oh, okay, good. Send her some videos. Okay, so the answer is unlimited could get you severely penalized and maybe in jail. And that's why knowing what you can do and what you can't do is so important. Because if you get above, and Mark's, there's not a magic number, there's a gray area. So 5 or 6 is about all you can have on this side. Why? Because if you have more than that, they're not technically going to be viewed as partners, but investors. If they're investors, you need a securities license, or you need to set up a PPM, or a syndicate. You have to do some other type of structure. This structure, you can only have about 5 to 6 max, and then I have to get them involved in decision-making, major decisions about the LLC. So I can't just take someone's money, in other words, and do my projects and then give them a share of the profit. Okay, that I could be put in jail because I basically have sold a securities, like a stock, to them, and with them not being an actual partner. So it's all about how many partners you can have that they actually have a say, a significant enough say in the project. So I use this model. I don't spend the $15,000. I will. We have people in our group that raise money through PPMs. They do that. I've asked them out what their attorney fees were about 15 grand. And we might do one later on, but we haven't need to. I've raised as much money as, sometimes more money than I have time and projects to do, we've been able to raise. And it's just a matter of, I gotta find you a project. I gotta find you, like Michelle's involved in, her and her husband were involved in 2 properties, and we flipped them, and now I'm out scrambling, I gotta find more properties. Now we just found 2 properties, so they're good again, but there was like a lag time of like a month. It's like, okay, so anyway, knowing how to do this is very important. I always bring this analogy because I have people all the time that maybe get exposures to real estate investing, they might have seen it on TV, they think they know what they're doing, and they'll say, Randy, I could be a great investor if I just had the money. That's all I need, I just need the money. I kind of laugh at that because raising the money is a third of being a real estate investor. That's like saying, I could win a Grammy if I could only sing. Well, yeah, that's kind of important. If I could just have the money, if I could just raise the money, I could be a real estate investor. Well, that's what a real estate investor is. Otherwise, you're just somebody that's buying properties. A contractor can do a rehab, right? A broker can sell you a property. A broker can find it. The real estate investor is the whole package. They analyze. They know how to analyze, how to find the deal, how to have contracts lined up, and most importantly, how to fund the deal. If you don't know how to fund the deal, do it legally, ethically, and raise money, you're not a real estate investor. You're a part of what a real estate investor does. So we try to teach the whole thing and how to do this, because even if I gave you money for one deal, guess what? They got one deal, and when that deal's over, guess what? You're going to be looking for money again. So it's the whole thing, give them a fish or teach them how to fish, right? So if we can teach you how to raise money, then you don't have to ever, oh, where am I going to find this money? You know how to raise money, okay? So that's our model right there. Any more, great question. Any more questions on this?